Hello, and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. So, this morning, searches are going forward for Kenley Matheson. So what I want to do is give them a few more messages and get the tea, because I don't think we've pulled the tea. Maybe the tea will really help them with their digging. And everyone, even if you're not familiar with the case, just send out prayers to the searchers, because it can be very risky, very draining. And let's all hope that if we ever went missing, we would have friends just like Stephen and just like all the searchers that are continuing to search for Kenley. So let's bring in the energy. Kenley Matheson, Kenley Matheson, Kenley Matheson. So Kenley, what do we want to say to Stephen personally? I just want Kenley to specifically tell Stephen, from his own words, what he wants to get across. So we have victory. Can I get two more? We have consequence and friendship. Ooh, okay. To me, this is giving some sort of a creeper or someone watching these searches taking place, and they're a little bit anxious in case the consequences come and bite them in the butt. I don't know, with the dog, he's saying definitely keep on checking that area, as you said, where the dog's hit. But there could be someone who's trying to sabotage. And now I'm choking up a bit, my chest. Family. This is beautiful. This is just a beautiful family image. And I feel like this is Kenley telling you, Stephen, that he is a part of your spirit family. And this is how he views you. Because family is always family. No matter what dimension we're in. And I'm burning up. And I did notice the fire too. 33 could be significant, because I have been seeing that quite a lot. If you're seeing that, that's a sign. Let me see. We also have unity. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, I've got too many cards on the table. Let me make some space. So, okay, so I'm burning up again. This is Kenley saying he's seeing everyone unified for this cause, and he really appreciates it. Something about rope. Someone may have enough rope to hang themselves. We do see the mountains in the background. We do see the water. And this is just people working together to make a safe place. And this is like a wheel or something. So it's like they're trying to build a raft, but it's still in progress. But this progress is part of the journey. So something about progress and unity, it just really, really makes him feel so loved on the other side, to see that he has so many friends and family who are unified, to bringing him home, getting that victory. What's that called when you knock down all the pins? A strike. Yeah, he wants you to get that strike. And look, everyone is encouraging you. And my throat is acting up again. So let's see. I wonder what that means. And I just felt a shiver on my left arm. Okay, can we clarify these messages for Stephen, please? And thank you, Kenley. Okay, we have the Hangman in reverse, a lack of sacrifice. So this is a message of when others would give up, you are persistent, stubborn as a mule. We also have the Six of Cups, nostalgia, the memories, the friendship, the family card. He says thank you for not leaving him in the past. Can we clarify victory? We have the Knight of Pentacles, manifestation. Can we clarify unity? The world. He's seeing the world unified in order to find him. Friendship, can we clarify friendship for Stephen? The Chariot, success. And can we clarify, consequence, the 10 of Pentacles, that's the happy family card, completion, victory again, justice. So this card has come out, I think, 3 times for Kenley. So we know that Kenley is determined to get his justice, to balance out those scales. And he really is just so thankful that he has so many people who are determined to get him his justice, to bring him home. The 10 of Pentacles, completion. So he's saying that this search may have been draining, a lack of sacrifice. It's just been endless. But with the completion and the victory, I feel like something is coming. And the Chariot, this is the momentum that is being built up. And it's really helping the case. The 10 of Swords, growth. We had that as well last time. 5 of Wands, overcoming conflict for a greater cause. The Queen of Swords, she is the most direct queen when it comes to her communication. There's no messing around. She makes no bones about it. I feel like this is Kenley's energy because this is how direct he is, and he doesn't make bones about what he is trying to tell us when it comes to finding him. So listen to the signs. This is quite tattered. So you have said you found red tattered pieces of clothing. So you may find more of this, but the sword penetrates. So this is still about using the equipment, overcoming the conflict. And maybe not all equipment can do the task, but it's about unifying everything. Everything and everyone has their purpose. And Kenley is saying to you, Stephen, thank you for not forgetting about his. And with the Emperor in reverse, this is ego. So someone is still in their ego. Something about... It's like a toxic masculine energy. You really could have someone in the background trying to send bad vibes or sabotage in some way, even just spiritual attack. But Kenley is saying he is protecting you from egomaniacs because there's friends and there's foes in the spirit world. And to clarify victory, this manifestation card, this is telling me that you manifested this victory and you are seeing this out to the end. A self-fulfilled prophecy is what I'm getting. With the World, this is the best card. This is the most unified card in the deck. So your purpose is being fulfilled and it's going around a completion, a cycle, recuperation. But when you need to rest, rest, because it's been very heavy. It takes a lot of energy. So no one's going to begrudge you a bit of rest. And when things get conflicting, sometimes the best thing to do is rest and approach it again with fresh eyes. So approach something with fresh eyes. Can I get another message for Stephen? And we'll get a little bit more on the location that they're searching today. Kenley, what do you want to tell Stephen? We have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So is there certain false information or untrue information? Let's see. What do you want to tell to Stephen, Kenley? Okay, and this is coming out again. So this and that are true. In reverse. The starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. The possibilities are endless, is what I'm hearing. Can I get one more? 2 more? For Stephen, the panther spirit, reclaim your power. 44 is also a power number. We do have the beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. So this is building and chipping away. So the chips, if you see the chips in the earth, the wall, the flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So that's the thing. It's like, until Kenley can come home, this is the porcupine spirit, a beginner's mind, but this is in reverse. I think this has come before and burning up. You are not a beginner. You know exactly what you're doing, and he has full faith and trust in you. We also have the fox spirit, think on your feet. So again, he could be underneath your feet, and these feathers around the fox are significant. And I'll explain why when I show you my remote viewing findings. This was upside down. Okay. So it's like until he can come home, he's still in a limbo or an in-between phase. And this is why it's very easy for me to connect with him, because he is very passionate, he is determined, and it's like he can't rest, he's restless. He knows that it's getting closer, hotter, Marco Polo, and he just wants to keep that drive within everyone to keep going, because he's telling us that there will be a completion to this search. That word didn't come for nothing, but you have to be open to the possibilities. You can't just give up when the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, keep going. And you've laid a solid foundation, which means that this is how things work, because without a plan, things can go to the wind. Something about the wind, as MJ did say. But because you've got a solid foundation, it's like the wind can't blow down this safe place. He sees you as a safe place, and he appreciates that you haven't just left him on the other side. You're still determined to remind everyone about him and to remember him. And his power is getting stronger and stronger. And that's the thing. Sometimes a panther can forget their own power, but that doesn't make them any less powerful. It just makes them more determined when they get rearing to go again. So rearing to go is what I'm getting. Okay, so Kenley, thank you for those beautiful messages for Stephen. So what we're going to do is, before I because I've just got so many pages, I don't want to make this too long though, because of course I want you to be able to get straight down to it when it comes to the searching. So Kenley, the searchers are checking where the dogs hit. What do you have to say about that? Confirmation. Okay. Stress. Something about that monkey who's trying to burst the bubble. And it may seem like an impossible task. Use all the tools. Something about a whistle existence. Yeah. He's in the stars, and he's just grateful that his friends and his family haven't forgotten about his existence, because sadly that happens a lot. And I'm burning up again. What do you have to say to the searchers about the area they're searching? Overcoming conflict. Something about metal bars, metal teeth is what I'm hearing. Understanding in reverse. What is not being understood, Kenley? The creator. Let's see. The dream. This is the nostalgia card, the Six of Cups again. Memories, conditioning. Okay, so this is a lion amongst the sheep. Into the lion's den, the outsider. Something about a lock, because I did get a keyhole early on. Gates, sort of a turret shape, maybe with poles. Light comes in through these certain sources, but this is Kenley being felt like he's on the inside, but someone on the outside is watching, trying to sabotage. And because someone doesn't or didn't understand something. So I don't know whether this is in regards to someone who is involved with what happened, or if this is someone that just doesn't understand something about the search. But Kenley doesn't feel like an outsider, because he's always felt like he belonged, but he wants to come home to the place where he belongs. He's in limbo. So I've gotten that he's with Jesus, something about a torso. This imagery is absolutely fascinating. And I feel like the reason this was sent in reverse is not that he's not with the creator, but he is in an in-between stage until he gets his limbo. Until he gets his justice. So it's like you can't fully transmute to heaven until your soul is at peace And he is saying until his remains are a home where people can visit, take me home where I belong, to the place where I belong. He's in an in-between stage. It's kind of like a torso if we're doing it in the body anatomy. But this picture is exactly what I was getting last night in my remote viewing. And also he told me to look at my bracelet upside down like this, because I was getting a lot about pits, orange pits, pips, seeds, something about under here. So there could be chambers. This could be like under the muck. So he's down here, caught in between some sort of chambers. It's kind of like the chamber of a woman's anatomy. And he was making references to this last night, even my own, because my womb is actually in an upside down heart shape. And he brought me thinking to that as I was kind of drawing a womb, and I was getting ovaries, and then the shape, and then my own shape, flip it, invert it, upside down. It's not what it usually would be for a lot of people. So under here, caught within the roots. So even if you usually only dig to here, it could be down here, but above the head. Something about his head. But you have to keep going down, like diving down. You know, some birds swoop, one fell swoop. Because birds do come up a lot. And existence again. He doesn't just feel like a forgotten dream. He feels involved. And like he is part of this search, part of existence, part of the world. Because those that really care never forget. Okay, so let me just get some true emotions in regards to the search today. And I will just try to pull as many cards as I can and get some messages from the dictionary. I do want to show my remote viewings though. So I don't want to put a time limit on myself, but of course the searchers don't have all day either. So, but we can't rush destiny, fate. Kenley, what do you want to tell the searchers in regards to the search area? Please and thank you. Psycho again. Fake busy, the hands, the hole. Put your hands in the hole, down the hole, down the hole. Okay, let's put this over here. But yeah, definitely the fire pit, but go deeper than usual. Something about pregnancy, DNA, fake news, something about fake information. And pregnancy things have come up, but I don't think it's actually really about pregnancy. It's more so like the womb shape. I was telling you, we're asking about his location. It's not literal. We won't take everything literal. Illumination, the truth, discovery, awakening. This came yesterday, but so did this. So there is a psycho who doesn't want the truth to be revealed. Someone on the outside looking in. Spiritual gifts. And this is him coming through and sending the signs. And once you're open to the signs, they're everywhere. Not happy. Yeah. There's someone who's not happy. My way. Someone who's very selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride and ego. This could be more than one person who's not happy about the progress being made. You know, they're just angry and they want to be in control of something. So just be aware of that. There could be people throwing the evil eye, trying to throw you off track. But Kenley says, don't let that happen, because the good will always overpower the bad, as long as we focus on that. So let's get the tea for the searchers. Looking you up. Is somebody creeping? Okay. What I want to say to everyone, to protect everyone on this search, no weapon forged against the search. I want to say no weapons forged against the searchers or Kenley or anyone seeking the truth in Kenley's name shall be used or forged against us. We are protected by the light of Jesus Christ. The searchers are protected. May all evil eyes go blind. This person is going to get their bad karma. Something about a skull and the chambers. I feel like there will be roots or something growing through. And it mightn't be like this. It could be sideways, upside down. So, yeah. Someone's going to get their bad karma when the truth gets unearthed. Thank you, Kenley. Okay. What is the T for the searchers in regards to the area they're searching, Kenley? Please and thank you. Groupie. Moves in silence, hustling. Whoa. Creeping. Who is creeping? Creeping on the low, fake flexing. Something about money. Money is important, significant. There is a stalker. Something about caught a case. Okay. Is this person promiscuous? I'll take that as a yes. A promiscuous, creepy stalker. Fake accounts. Okay, so whoever this is, same shit, different day. Someone doesn't want any progress to be made in the case. I am burning up. So there definitely is a stalker creeping who doesn't want this to be found. They'd rather to just be left in peace. But it's like for Kenley to get his peace, their peace has to be destroyed in their head. Wants you back. Something about looking out a window, the mountains. Is there a peephole? Do they have a way of seeing what's going on? They're in their head. Moving in silence. So someone could be disguised as someone who wants to help, but they could actually have ulterior motives. Something about money. This could be part of the motive. A denim jacket, a button. But yeah, someone who pretends to be something they're not. Hustling. So keep on hustling and the truth will come. Let me get angel ancestor messages. Kenley Matheson. Kenley Matheson. What do you want to tell the searchers? Kenley Matheson. What do you want to tell the searchers? Protect yourself. He's protecting you like a protection guardian. Beautiful. Traveler. Move in a new direction. Thank you, Kenley. He's saying stay there. Stay at that spot. Keep on digging. Oracle. Wait for important information. We can't rush this important information. We can take it as it comes and move with that. Move in silence. Okay? So stay right where you are. He's going to protect you from the evil eyes. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. He's not at peace until his remains are found. The druid, hold a space. So this is a space, a sacred space, a gathering space. Medicine guardian, healing information. And air guardian, shift your perception. So maybe you have to look lower or from a different angle. Because I am getting that certain angles may not be the right way to look at it. So from different points of view in all senses of the word. World. Heal the world. Some sort of healing information. I feel like this is just pray to protect yourself if you feel the need to. I want to get a few of these. we'll get a few more pictures and move to the remote viewing findings. I may leave the dictionary for today. I'll see if I feel called at the end to do it, but I just want to get this uploaded as quick as possible. Sacrifice. There are those that are worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Atlantis. Rapid development. Excellence. Success. Wow. Success is coming. And there is rapid movement. Kenley, what do you want to say to the search party and the area they are searching today? Fertility. Yeah, so this is like the womb imagery I've been talking about. Falling in love. Air again. So something about the air, the wind. Seashells, wisdom of the shells. So wise advice, wise words. The druid, caution, sorcery, wary. So someone's trying to do some sort of dark magic. This has come up before. The present, a gift, a treasure, a revelation of own value, nowness. Focus on the present, stay right where you are, and you may find something in the present moment. The wind is in your favor. The winds of change are in your favor. The odds are in your favor. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to give. This is like a bird giving a gift. And magpies are known to take shiny or sparkly things and keep them, or even give them as gifts to people. So I feel like the earth, the wind, the birds, they want to help you. They want to give you this gift to show you that, yes, you're on the right track. Someone is doing some sorcery. Atlantis, rapid development. Yes, so this is such good energy. Falling in love. Kissing the divine in another, in yourself. I really just feel like someone saw themselves in Kenley and it just hurt them, it wounded them that he didn't see or feel the same thing. So in something like a womb, there is something that surrounds Kenley's remains, and maybe even a skull may be found. Let me see. Let me just get some of these. Okay. Kenley, can you show the searchers a few more photos in regards to their search? Please and thank you. The taser in reverse. And whatever this is. But check the potholes. Use the equipment that you have. Keep penetrating deeper. So I don't know if you've got the ground penetrating radar, but yeah, there could be a lot of them. But you got to check them all the chambers. The taser in reverse. The landlord. Yeah, so someone's into that dark magic shit. Kenley, what do you want to tell the searchers? This is a remote. What does it say? I don't know. But it's upside down. Flip the perspective for it to go in your favor. So sometimes the remote won't work because it's not pointing the right way. So flip something, invert something. One of these is called maturity. So yeah, under the roots, under the flowers, that's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow. But that's where you'll find me. So I'm getting somewhere over the rainbow again. Thank you, Kenley. Something about money. The comfort about the dogs. Thank you, Kenley. Any other messages, confirmations for the searchers? Please and thank you. A menace. Someone's peeping. Someone's watching. All these beauty treatments can't make them beautiful on the inside. Catfish, they're a fraud. The conspiracy theorists, this isn't a conspiracy, but sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Trust the dogs because dogs don't lie, people do. This is the shape that I've been thinking of. the mushroom shape, the explosion shape. So I feel like it could be under like that or over. This could represent the 4. A tree is kind of what it looks like. The tree on the hills. The explosion, a dynamic discovery. But this shape is significant. So whether this is a tree, a mushroom shape, a spy hole shape. But if you see something that's shaped like this, keep on looking. The comfort pet. So trust the dogs because they will lead the way. That's where you'll find me. And we have literally a pothole. There's water here, cracks all around it. In reverse, to me, this is telling me it could be something either up a bit further or in a different perspective, shift your perspective, but go deeper within the cracks. Because maybe water may need to be drained, but there's something very, very significant to be found in these cracks. Okay, so we also have holier than thou. So someone is unholy. This has come out before. So let me show you my remote viewing findings. There was a lot, so let me just get to it. I got a halter neck, like a top that you could wear. So I was just trying to draw the way a halter neck would be. So not the top, the neck or the middle part. Then I got the image of a chicken being beheaded. And I feel like this was shown to me as an example, the neck of something. It may not be the top, the peak, the head. It's something could be found within the neck of something. The neck of the womb is also what I was getting. Mama, I was hearing, Mama, take me home, country roads, cavernous chambers, ants, fire ants in particular. I was actually feeling them. Wooden fence overlooking the hills. And I was getting 3 different rings or rungs on the ladder. Axis, axle, root, broke through a socket of some sort, seal the deal, a bridge, a parting. Okay, so a dip in the soil, structure, backbone, tail end. And I did get a confirmation about tail end this morning. A gift my cats left me. They just left me with the tail end of a mouse to clean up. So check the neck of things, the neck of wombs, even in caves, but the tail end as well. Keep going deeper. A triangle. I think I was getting that in reverse. Expel. So the neck, the halter neck, a V-neck. Moth. I was hearing the song Very Superstitious. Stephen, I think you do like Stevie Wonder, but he was saying very superstitious writings on the wall in particular. I was hearing Break On Through to the Other Side by The Doors. So I'm not sure if Kenley was a fan of The Doors, but he's saying break on through the dirt to the other side, which is the light. Kenley wants to be brought back to the light. So where he is, it's dark. He can't see, but he can try guide. But it's kind of like a game of Chinese whispers, Marco Polo. He may have to break through the rocks, smash a few pumpkins. So I don't know how pumpkins would be significant, but you may have to break a few rocks and smash a few pumpkins along the way. That's what I was hearing. Count the crows. I was hearing the magpie poem. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, and 4 for a boy. That could be significant. An A letter, a zigzag shape, or a lightning shape. Depends whichever way you look at it. The perspective. So the perspective is very important. I just have this every which way. This is the game. So you're about to level up. And it's going to be in your favor. Okay, so eagle taking aim. I seen an eagle, zoning into the prey and swooping. One fell swoop. Birds of prey don't play. I was getting that. So I don't know if someone said that or this is just a reference to something, but I just kept hearing birds of prey don't play. So Kenley is a bird of prey taking aim. He's got a goal. So a forever friend. I feel like he was talking about his friends who are searching for him. I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Tree fingers. I was getting that. That's a Radiohead song, but I don't think it was that. I think it was like the roots of trees that are down in the soil, like hands, if that makes sense, because I get a lot of hand references. Left Little by Little, that is a Radiohead song. I will put the lyrics up here. Point of No Return, Rear View Mirror, A Baton, Merging, Arrowhead, Look Forward, Not Back. It's like riding a bike. So I was getting that. That was, I suppose, advice I got when learning how to ride a bike. Look forward, not back. But, you know, follow the signs and you will see what you're looking to find. Okay, so this was my last page. I have more over somewhere else. Oh yeah, here's my drawings. So this is very scattered, and this is why I said I was going to have to show this in a video. Oh yeah, so I've got a few more pages. Okay, so something carved on the trees, butterfly wings, a shape, limbo, like a tooth under the gum. So I was getting images of, you know, the crown of teeth that are under the gum. I feel like this is where Kenley is, but maybe caught between something that's like a tooth shape or something like this, bulbous tail end. So something here, if you were to only dig to here, you might just see scratch the surface. It's beneath the surface. I kept seeing a phoenix, the butt end of something, upside down heart and triangle, because this was when the womb imagery came to me, the Akashic records. I really hope I can tap into those one day. Stitches, I was hearing that song, Stitches, Shawn Mendes. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think he has a song with that title too, or it was a book. I'll put both here in case they're significant. Left as the crow flies, hidden between seeds, ovaries, two sides. Check in between like a womb shape, where magma would be. So that might be really deep within the earth. Melting, merging, hot coal. So something was melted or merged. So yeah, these shapes could be significant somehow. We also have, this is kind of like a mountain shape or just the shape of something. It could be trees, an integral part, rear end, tail end. Suspicious Minds, I was hearing that by Elvis. Check the caverns. There could be a cavern here on the edge of a cliff or something, but the perspective is strange. I was getting letters. Was that an I, P, or H, O? I have no clue what that means. Three rungs, wooden ladder. Butterfly effect. I draw an upside down butterfly. That could be significant. And underneath. So maybe if you're only digging to this point, go to the point of no return where you can't dig any further. Dig until you can't dig no more. Ground radar. Small step for man. One giant leap for mankind. Metal detector. Protruding a gold coin, got the gold. Behind a rock, underneath. Rock offers privacy from prying eyes. So maybe this was happened. I feel like maybe Kenley was prepared, or, you know, clothes were taken, but this was hidden behind either a cave, a cavern, or a big rock. I do feel like his clothes were taken, scattered though. And I kept seeing a phoenix kind of dropping something in my hand. Water, paper was being given, like a scroll. And I was trying to focus on what the scroll said, but I wasn't sure. And then we also have Running Up That Hill, Kate Bush, Self-Control, Laura Branigan. Who is the magpie? So someone is the magpie who wants to take something and keep it for themselves. Tail end. Oh yeah, this is when I seen the tail end of the mouse out my back garden, and there was brown speckled feathers beside it, even though it was a mouse. So this could have been from previous prey, but they were both there together. I don't know. Good morning and whistle. So I'm not sure if you hear a whistle, follow the whistle. But yeah, so I think that's what I've gotten so far. But yeah, scroll in hand. I want to unlock these Akashic records. So if anyone knows what that could mean, let me know. Keep on checking that fire pit where the dog gave his hip, because even if it was a long time ago, it just means that if there was something there, it's still there, hopefully, but it's just gone deeper, or maybe someone was trying to hide or disguise the truth once it was out there. Someone could be trying to sabotage from the sidelines. Okay, Queen of Earth and the Knight of Air. Determined. Mountains in the background. And this is just like your heart is in the right place. And the Queen of Pentacles. She knows how to get what she wants. So I feel like we will get what we want from this search, but we have to stay determined. Can I just get 3 more cards? The 7 of Cups, don't get distracted. 3 more cups. 3 more cards from Kenley. The Lovers in reverse, wrong choice. And the King of Swords in reverse. So someone who is not respected, and someone who thinks they know more than they actually do. The Lovers in reverse is a wrong choice. And the Knight of Pentacles, organized, responsible, and supportive. This is how he feels about all the searchers. And he wants to give you all your flowers. The Dreamer. This is the Fool. Follow where the dogs hit. The butterflies. Follow the butterflies. I don't know what this is. It kind of looks a bit like a hat to me, but I'm really not sure. But the Fool, this is a new beginning after the completion of a cycle. So I do feel like a new beginning is coming, and so is the truth. And let's pray that this is the case. This is so beautiful. Can I get a word from the dictionary from Kenley Matheson? What do you want to say to the searchers, Kenley? Guide them in the right direction. Okay, so we've got 2 pages. I will mark this page here. We'll start with this one. Something about retaliation. Let me see. So to rest. He wants to be laid to rest. Take repose. Stop working for a while. Rest assured. Yeah, don't rest your case, because Kenley wants to come home. He is still buried somewhere. Restitution. Reparation. Act of giving back something that has been taken or lost. Oh, he wants his restitution. So he's feeling very restless, fidgety, very stubborn and impatient, because he wants to really guide us and be in control of the search. He wants to be restored. Bring back to former place. Take me home. Restrain. He's still restrained, restricted, but results will come once the searches are resumed. Resurgence. That's what he wants. The resurrection, the rising of Christ. So it's like the crucifixion to the resurrection. It's light at the end of the tunnel. Resuscitate, restore to life, consciousness, activity. I wish we could actually do that. But what we can do is take them home, to give them a resting place. But this is a restoration. He will be able to rest once his remains are restored and brought home. A retention pond could be significant. Retail, retain. Someone wants to keep control of information. Retaliate. That word. Delays. Someone could have been trying to delay the investigation. Retch, tried to vomit. So something about not being able to catch breath, or vomiting, choking. Retired. Reticent. Someone is very reticent and secretive with their speech. Retina. Something about an eye. A suite. A train of retainers. Retort, a sharp answer. Retrace, go over again. So this is going over that spot. Retouch, retread, walk over or along again. Put new tread on. So yeah, new eyes on an old searching place and an old meeting place. Retreat, retrench, cut down. You may have to cut down certain things. You may have to move certain things. A private place, secluded and quiet. Retribution. Kenley wants someone to have punishment for their evil deeds. Retrieve. He wants his remains to be retrieved. Retroactive. Having validity from an earlier date. So he is so glad that he hasn't been forgotten or left in the past. Something about bending backwards. Retrograde. Retro pocket, retrospect, a mental review of the past. Retina, wine, return, returns, reunion. A search for union, everyone is joined together again. He wants to reunite with his family, his friends, revalue, irreverent, revamp, renew this search. Something will be revealed. Revel, there will be joy and merrymaking. A revelation will be revealed. Revenant, a ghost, an apparition. Revenge, revenue, so money definitely is significant. Reverberate, an echo. Resound, throwback. Revere, regard with great or religious respect. So Kenley wants to tell the searchers how much they are revered by him. He appreciates it so much. He misses his mother. He wants to go home to his mother, his mama. Reverence. This is just so beautiful. Loose. If something is loose, loose dirt, keep on going. At a loose end, tie up the loose ends. Look at the last little details. A leaf. So sheets of paper. I kept seeing paper in my mind's eye. Loot. Do what you have to do. A bounding pace. Keep on going. Lord. The Lord will protect you. Lore. This is the knowledge. Special, traditional knowledge. Glasses could be significant. A lurry. Lose. A lot. Lost. He's lost and wants to come home. Follow the leader and do what he tells you. If he knows the best places to look, work together, but someone has to take the lead role. Reluctant, lotion, lottery, lotto, lotus. So a water lily is coming again. Lotus flowers, loudmouth, lounge, somewhere where people could lounge. Lovable, love. Someone wants to keep a low profile. Lovesick, someone was lovesick. So that could be significant. Lubricious. Lubricate. You may have to lubricate the places you're searching, or to even search in them, because it could really be hard to get to them. Loyal. Lower. Go lower. Luck is on your side. Lucid. Lucid dreams. Clear, easy to understand. Kenley is very lucid. Profitable. This will be lucrative. Work hard. Lucubrate. Don't be opposed to new methods or technology. Something is absurd. The truth is stranger than fiction. Luggage. A small vessel. Lug sail could be significant. A funeral. Kenley wants his funeral. He wants to go home. Lumber. Move clumsily. So someone lumbered Kenley around. But the odds are in your favour. Something about timber. Sawn timber. Prepares timber from sawmill. Moving clumsily. Luminary. The light. And a lump may be found, or you may come across one. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up for today, and I just want to upload this because it will probably take a while, and I want you to get a chance to watch it today or tomorrow while the searches are going ahead. But keep an eye out for all these shapes, and watch out for distractions. Keep your eye on the prize, on the goal, like a bird of prey. Kenley is right there with you all. guiding the way. Thank you, and best of luck and Godspeed, and may God protect and bless all of you. And God, please, please help everyone to bring Kenley home. He is so loved and appreciated, and we want him and his soul to have rest in his resting place once and for all. Thank you, goodbye, and God bless.